Hi, it's Rick. We're at Wicked Weed Brewing Company. I'm with Walt and Luke Dickinson, the founders of the joint. And last time we talked, guys, this room didn't look like this room. It was still under construction. You were our very first behind the tap video. I remember specifically we just had an in-progress type thing, and now look at the place. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it came out great. You know, we've been open now 9.5 months, so it's come a long way since, I guess that was, what, September? Something like that, November?
About a year ago when we did the video. And then you guys opened in December, right near Christmas, and come a long way since. You keep doing things, too. I see the new tarp outside.
Yes, the tarp. Thank God they have giant tarps at Lowe's, so just grab one, threw it up.
In the construction department, grabbed a couple of sandbags and a tarp.
A little more than that. It's probably like the most over-engineered tarp on the planet. But, we can't constantly keep adding new components to this space. We actually picked up another building out back that we're doing all of our barrel aging in, and it's just been a non-stop kind of progression for us, trying to accommodate more people and make more beers and keep this whole thing going. So it's been a really great year.
And you guys are so popular, that's a challenge. And so the Funkatorium, you're calling it down there? That's where you're making all your sours and everything, which are just the rave of town. But the reason we're here today is to talk about the Great American Beer Festival. Asheville will be well represented. Highland, Asheville Brewing Company, Bear Waters out of Waynesville, and yourself all going. And we should also mention Oscar Blues out of Brevard, Longmont, Colorado. They'll be there. Sierra Nevada, soon to be in Mills River, representing from their Colorado location, or their California location, Chico, California. And New Belgium, a few years away, but soon to be coming to Asheville, will also be presenting there. Now, you guys are taking 9 beers. 9 beers for a chance to win some awards.
Well, the max is 10, and we tried for 10. We just couldn't quite pull that last one together. So 9's going to be good enough.
As great of a beer scene as Asheville has, we've only had 2 medals come back to town. One from Highland, that would be the Black Mocha Stout in 2008, won a silver, and Lexington Avenue Brewery, the Lab, brought home a bronze with their porter in 2011. So we're hoping to double or triple that, and maybe you guys can do that on your own. Let's talk about some of the ones.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Knocking on wood. Here's some of the ones you're presenting. Let's talk about it. Go left to right.
Go ahead. So we got 9 beers. We're doing everything from our barrel aged stuff to Freak, which is our double IPA, which most people are familiar with. So all those are getting entered. These are maybe the 4 we feel best about. 2 of them being out of the wood cellar, which is Transcendence over here. Transcendence was our first wild ale that we released. It's 100% Brett, so wild yeast fermentation, aged in Silver Oak Cabernet barrels. Just really bright and summery, kind of a lot of tropical fruit notes to it. Bone dry, very similar to kind of like a New Zealand blend Sauvignon Blanc. But I think we really feel like this will judge well in that style because a lot of the competition game is not just about making a beer that everybody really likes, but making one.
Style.
Yeah, does it hit style, and how does it judge in the flight with a bunch of other beers? So even though we're really proud of Freak, and we think it's probably one of the best beers we make here, that is the most competitive category at GABF. So obviously your chances are a little less.
Double IPAs are very popular.
Exactly. Right now. And then Black Angel, which we've had since we opened, which is a big staple for us, and that is a black cherry sour, barrel aged in bourbon barrels. Sits in the barrel for about 6 to 8 months with about a pound per gallon of tart cherries. So a big, robust beer, very tart and dry, kind of a little bit of a deceiver, but something that we're really proud of and will always be a part of kind of who we are. So we'll always kind of send that out for some judging. And then we also have a couple other beers that Luke's going to talk about, but we feel really good about all these.
So we got 5 others besides these. Rattle through them real quick.
Yeah, so, here we've got the Pour Saison, which is we're entering in the General French Belgium Saison category. Really excited about this one. It's made with ancient version of black Chinese tea called Pour. Really spicy. It's got hitting on all the notes that Saison should hit on, so we're excited about that one. And then Cucumber, which was our summer bestseller. It's made with cucumbers, juniper berries, and basil.
And usually served with a piece of cucumber
usually
in it.
With some cucumber on it, And this one's in the field beer category, so we're hoping for that. And then the other beers, we've got our Tyrant Double Red Ale that's going in the Imperial Red, Freak Double IPA in the Imperial IPA category. And then we've got our Infidel Porter as well, which is going into the Porter category. I'm missing one. Dark Age. Yeah, Dark Age, which is our rum barrel-aged stout. Big old bad boy at 12%. And that's Imperial Stout, so I don't know, that's a big category.
We also got a blonde, the Lucid Blonde, which is a Belgian blonde ale we do with Spelt, which is a kind of a mother grain. I think it's a nice rustic character. So that's another one.
Spelt pizza. I've had pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That kind of a doughy type.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a really cool grain that
Gotcha.
we've incorporated into our profile. I think it kind of sets the beer a little bit apart in the style, so maybe they'll judge well. So that was another one we felt really good about.
Definitely.
And again, all those Belgians, going through the open fermenter, we're just able to give it a little bit drier, maybe more authentic feel to our Belgians. So we feel pretty confident in a few of those. Saison, particularly, judging well. So we're excited about it.
Well, let's do an unofficial tasting judging right now. Pick your favorite.
All right.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Let's send Transcendence down here.
Okay.
Get in there.
I got the Transcendence,
Yeah,
which I enjoyed for the first time just this past weekend.
Oh, nice.
I'd had the others, but
Yeah.
you're definitely getting the Brit right away. Very sour notes.
Yeah.
So the aroma's fantastic right off the bat, and that's obviously got to weigh heavy with the judges, I would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where they're going to start, is with that aroma. Visual actually is going to be the first spot. Then they're going to smell it, get into the flavors. Right there, you're hoping
Perfect
to hit on kind of
cloudiness.
that a little bit of horse blanket is what they look for in that category, and then tropical fruit notes finishing it off. So.
Yeah, they're always looking, like this beer
delicious.
should be hazy, it should be high carbonation, and then kind of just move through. That's the visual. And they just move through basically their judging card of what they're expecting. And then at the end of the day, you're going to go, you're going to go through a first judging, and then they get to the finals. And then they're going to sit down, and a lot of that just comes to personal preference between the judges because, you're talking about the largest, there's 2,500 breweries there from across the country, and there's a million beers being entered. And so you're talking about the best of the best in the U.S., which is really at the top of the craft beer scene for the entire world. And, there's going to be even in the finals, there's going to be 5 to 10 beers that are all just exceptional. So at a certain point, it really just comes down to
The differences between them
Well,
are
and the
so
judges-
fine.
So fine.
what
Judges' taste buds, right.
they feel like. Is it this way or this way? Because these are both exceptional beers. So, it's very subjective, but it's a really fun thing for us to be a part of, and everybody's very excited about
So
it.
what do you think?
I give it the gold. I'm not an
All
official
right.
judge, but we're going to go ahead and
I'm going to
declare.
work really hard to get you a wristband and get you in the judging corridor there.
I don't know what we got to do to get them on the judging panel, but we're going to
I
work.
like this.
We can knock
I like
out
this
one of the
guy.
judges that's already there and probably take their ID.
That's it.
Well, that's probably your best
Okay.
bet.
All right.
I don't really.
I'm in. Hey, you got my number.
Okay.
We'll set it up.
Just go in there and act like you know what you're
Gonna
doing.
make it happen. I can do that.
I know you
Yeah,
can.
that's
You're-
the-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Transcendence. This one,
Yeah.
gold medal winner in my book.
That's right. Well, hey, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good luck,
Best-
Asheville.
Good luck, Asheville.
Good luck, Asheville.
Best of luck to Wicked Weed.
Thanks.
Bring us back some medals at the Great American Beer Fest.
That's
Right. That's what
Cheers.
Cheers.